We had between 30 to 50 millimetres of rain the last day, so all the sand is going to have moisture and not be treacherous. I've also gone up to tour Unfortunately, we may have a bit of extra highway traffic. This is the last day of a 4-day weekend. Oh. Starting to sprinkle, nothing like getting droplets all over the lens. And as you can see, it's a little bit darker up ahead anyway. Oh. Just a quick recap, I do wear a spray jacket in the wet. It allows me to get wet, but it keeps the wind chill off the chest. I found trying to carry a raincoat that is actually going to protect you. One, the weight gets in the way because you rarely use it, and two, the size it folds down to is unacceptable. I'm not one who likes to wear a backpack, not on the bike. Although I will tell you, I do have a small fanny pack, as they call, but it's a wet bag, being someone who lives on a boat. So it's a wet bag, carries the phone, wallet and all that sort of stuff. That way I don't have to stress about what the weather's going to do. It'll be fairly well protected, so it's strapped to my right side, just beside where the camera sits. Oh. Of course, the raindrops on my sunglasses making some of these washaways a little bit more high risk, shall we say. Whoop. Oh. I've got to go this way. And I think it's time to turn this off, or it's all you're going to do is see raindrops. Still a little bit of drizzle around, but we'll take our chances on the lens being clear. We are in Tour, and you may notice there's a lot of sound coming from the drive and maybe from the brakes. Oh, I just had a look at where we're going. I don't think we're going to make it, and I've just gone up to level 5. No way in the world we're going to make it up that. Too loose, too steep, and any moisture on the rocks isn't going to help. You may remember there have been times where I've mentioned the idea of bailing. This would be one of them. Okay, we can get out of 5. So we've gone back to 2. We're on tour again. So, oh, that's a bit steeper than I'd like too. My goodness. There is a little track just a touch further back that should give me access to the top of that. Oh. Yeah, I've been through a few water courses and it's thrown grit up through the discs and into the derailleur. So I'll just see how that goes. If it gets worse, I'll just use some fresh water to flush. But the other thing is, I'm also out in the bush, so it's going to keep happening. So you just work it out for yourself. Mind you, I have noticed with the derailleur, if I get grit into it, the further away from the larger gears I am, the better. Hello? That'll be the track to the left, is where we bail from. Oh. Okay, so we'll go this way. And yes, there was a driver in there, but he was asleep. Okay, now we've got another steep hill here. I think we should be okay. Rightio. Okay, let's go up to, I reckon we'll give Sport a go. So we're on 5. Of course, the problem with going too high with your power setting is you're going to light the back wheel up with the merest pressure on the pedal. And you may already hear the rear wheels already starting to skip, shall we say. So it's both boggy and bumpy. And of course we've got larger rocks that you can catch your pedals on. So it's, the only saving grace is that my glasses have cleared of rain, so I can actually see where I'm going. Okay, we can go back down on active. Actually, there was a big change. That did, you could feel the drop. Although it's still coping with it, so that's not a problem. So what I'll do is I'll go to a larger gear. Oh, pedal just touched. Nothing too dramatic. Yeah, again we're getting a little bit, I'm going back up. So we've gone back to 5 or Sport. Oh, front wheel just lifted a bit. and the rain's starting to come down again, although we're nearly there. And this is a comm tower. I assume this would be for the forestry. I keep mentioning it as quite a large forest. Oh no, it's got discs and towers. It's got a weather station up there too. Yeah, it is a large pine forest. So much so it has two forestry offices, one at the northern end and one down around the middle to look after the southern end. Okay, we do have a sign here. No works. What do you mean no works? Oh, no works as in no one's to do any work in that area. Okay. Oh. Okay. Sunglasses are starting to be soft focus, shall we say. Okay, another sign. No works without DNR approval, proposed scientific area. Oh, okay, yeah, right. There are a couple of scientific reserves within the pine forest. Okay, I've cut the middleman out. I'm now looking at everything over the top of the sunglasses. Seems to be safer. Oh, and these rocks are wet, so they're going to be slippery and bouncy and in the way of my pedals. So, have I mentioned lately that I ride for pleasure? Seems like the most opportune moment to do that. Okay, so we're still on 5, getting a little bit of wheel lift at the front and a little bit of spin. Okay, and I just changed to a smaller gear. Right, yeah, we're back down to oh no, actually we're down to tour. As you would have guessed, we're not really doing a great speed. We're we're doing 22, he says, as he runs over a rock while not watching. Okay, I look out to the left and right and all I can see is the internal part of cloud. So it's all just drizzle. I'm just hoping the lens on the camera isn't too badly affected. Oh, straight through a web. And it had leftovers, as in the insects that the spider's eaten. Oh. Still going uphill, and right, I've just gone back up to 5. Worked on all the other hills. I saw no point in working my little butt off into a... Okay. Again, we've got good sized rocks here, and they're wet. And we're actually going down a water course. I must admit, it does annoy me that the gunk goes around on the wheels and drops down into the disc brakes. I may have to toy with putting lids over the top with some very thin, maybe the cutting board plastic like I've got on the back mudguard, because it's just a pain in the ass. I hate noise where you know there's risk of damage. Oh, okay. And yeah, rear wheel started to slide to the right because the entire slope was to the right and it was wet. So it may seem like I'm being overcautious, but hey, I'm not here to be injured. Oh, hang on. Can't even see where the track is. Plus, don't forget you've got branches and all sorts of things here that are wet, slippery, and will throw your wheel steering in any direction. And we're done. So I know there's a gravel pit just in front of us. Oh, hello, bush turkey. Hello, you're not fussed. Yeah. Feathers too wet to fly, hey? Oh, struggle. I hope you caught that. Oh, a bit of a wash away to the right. It's not exactly that much better here. Cross over, and I'm riding brakes, and as you can hear, they've cleaned themselves again. Oh, and let's go this way. Yeah, I may as well stick with me. Let's keep recording. You may have noticed my brakes were clean for a while. Oh, the fun of riding in the rain. Alright, so we're on 3, we're back down to 2. I better pay attention because there are a lot of rocks and stuff everywhere. Strange angles, slippery, boggy. and we're basically riding down in the wet. And we're pulling about 27 kilometres an hour, I think. It's hard to see through the prescription sunglasses. Oh great, get it all wet and then flick sand all through it. Yep. Oh. Anyway, I've got a feeling this is just going to be the sound of grit. So I'll let you go. Catch ya.